The 2025 Tunnel to Towers 5K Run Walk is coming up on September 12th at the Columbia Metropolitan Convention Center. Whether you're lacing up for the run, walking to honor heroes, or just cheering on from the crowd, now's the time to focus on race readiness. Now I am joined with a physical therapist from Lexington Medical Center, Dr. Sam Baker. He's going to show me a little bit of tips on how you can get even more race ready if you're going to be running the Tunnel to Towers race. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so jumping right in, you're going to show us some stretches, some things you can do pre-race to kind of warm up your body and get you ready to run a race like the Tunnel to Towers 5K.
Just try to, and the big idea here is let's get some blood flowing, let's get things loosened up, let's just kind of get those wheels greased. So we're going to jump right into it. Exactly.
All right, let's
so
do
the first one, world's greatest stretch, right, and we're going to get right down on the ground.
Okay.
We're going to get those hands nice and flat, and then we're going to add in a little bit of a trunk twist into it, nice and easy. There we go. Good, and then come right back out of it, and then we're going to add in a little bit more. We're going to rock back on that knee, get that hamstring nice and stretched. There we go. Good.
The balance is what's getting me.
And then you can just kind of work into it and out of it, nice and easy, just taking what your body's giving you. Blood flow should be going.
I'm already sweating a little, so that's a good thing.
Perfect. So number two, what we're going to do, and we're just going to pull that heel to butt.
Okay.
And then we can add in a little bit of a heel raise into that.
We're going to hold the table for this one.
Get
there we go.
Up, and then we're going to switch, same deal.
Okay.
Oop. Now you got me.
See, it makes me feel better that you're also struggling with the balance.
And there we go, and then up.
Nice, we got that one.
That's it. Teamwork. That's good. And the last one we're going to do, this one's kind of the end range, the big goal, and we're going to add in some active movement into it, okay? So we're going to work into, the motion is we're going to lift those knees up and drive those heels to butt, and all we have to do is just kind of get things going, stay on the toes.
Nice.
Go, get those arms pumping, much like we're adding in that run, and you can do it in place, 20, 30 seconds, or you can actually start to move with it.
Okay. Obviously, getting your body ready is really important.
That's right.
But you got to think about what you're putting in your body, too. You got to think about your water intake and your nutrition. 100%. What tips do you have for that?
Yeah, so preparation is key, right? So the race is just the end game for what we've done and how we've trained. And so if we don't have the fuel and we don't have the hydration necessary to actually perform in the race, then we're not going to have as good of a performance as we'd hoped, right? So diet's super important. Lots of carbs is very important. Kind of in 24 hours is the kind of the minimum time frame. So with this being a night race, I always kind of recommend a dinner time carb meal.
Well, so let's talk about that. The race starts at 7 p.m. That's a lot later than a classic 5K. So what do racers need to know if they're used to doing classic, morning 5Ks? What's going to be that difference?
A big important thing is to stay moving throughout the day.
Got it.
So making sure that if we're working at a desk or we're working in a confined standing position, that we're staying moving, continuing to keep our bodies loose, not letting us stiffen up, because we're gonna have to work a lot harder to get loosened up and get ready for the 7 p.m. race.
Right.
So that's a really important piece. And another one is the hydration, right?
Yes.
So staying on top of your water intake, with it being an end of the day race. If we're not intaking enough, which is bare minimum 64 ounces of water,
right.
We're gonna start that race at 7 p.m., not properly fueled and not properly hydrated.
Right.
We're gonna have a higher risk of cramps or some sort of heat illness, which we don't want to have.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Baker, for all of these incredible tips, and we really appreciate you being here.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure. Guys, we're going to have all of these details up on our website, so be sure to check that out, and head out to the Tunnel to Towers 5K happening very soon.